Hello and welcome back. Today I want to show you something that happens at least once, if not twice, in a year for us. We get gifted a big box or several bags of these. Look at all those jalapenos in there. Look at all those. Now, what you don't know is that I've already been starting working on them. See, I've got them kind of in there and over there. Now, if you're like me and you don't like super spicy things, or you don't have a gallbladder and then your body doesn't like spicy things, you look at this and you go, no thank you. I didn't have the heart to toss them all out. I didn't have the heart to compost them or try and feed them all to my chickens. So this is what we came up with. I made what I call Cowboy Candy. You can look it up. There's actually a recipe on these, and they are phenomenal. I love it on breakfast burritos. They give just a nice little heat, but sweet as well. We do them, we mix them with cream cheese and have them with crackers, and I'm telling you, you eat them in one sitting because you don't realize how delicious that mixture is. We've mixed them with all sorts of things. So, let's get to it. Let me show you how we do this. Okay, first things first, I spray these down with my magical all naturals cleaning spray. This removes any of the bacterial stuff that's on it. It also disinfects as well, but it is safe to eat because it's all natural. I will rinse it off though. I'm going to give it a couple minutes. We'll rinse them off. Alright, now that these have been disinfected and cleaned off, rinsed off, we're going to remove all the seeds and the membrane, which is where the heat goes. Now if you like more heat, leave some of this stuff in. I did some mild batches last year, and I did some hot batches last year because I just kind of got lazy, and I'll tell you, the hot ones really were very hot. So I'm going to leave just a tiny little bit in there because I do want a little bit of a kick, but I also would like to enjoy it and be able to use my taste buds later. Those are kind of important, so I appreciate mine. And we'll just do this batch and I'll show you what we do after that. And I gotta tell you, my 5-year-old will actually eat the mild version of this because it's really actually very, very mild. So if that gives you any kind of a gauge on spicy, as long as we don't lay it on real thick, the 5-year-old will actually eat foods with this on it. So, especially with young kids that are picky, like mine are. Very, very, very picky. And if you got picky eaters, hopefully you at least encourage them to try new things. You know, always give them the final option, but as long as they try it, at least for us, we say at least try it, and if you don't like it, then that's fine, but don't knock it before you try it. Our kids have sworn up and down that they hate this and they hate that, and then, you know, they're eating a full plate of it here at the house. I'm actually really glad I found this recipe last year because I've never known what to do with a lot of jalapenos because I can't handle, my stomach can't handle them, but this was a great, I mean, we ended up giving some away for Christmas gifts. It freezes really nicely. You can marinate with it. You can do all sorts of things. I know somebody who put it in a drink of some kind. Don't ask me what that is because I really have no idea, but apparently they did some sort of a jalapeno spicy garnish drink. I don't know. Okay, so now that these are done, and I've got my compost section going back here. Most of the recipes you'll see, they say to slice them, you know, about 1/4 of an inch thick, and do it that way. But since I've taken out all the seeds and all of the membrane to have less heat, they're already kind of chopped up. I'm going to chop them up even further in my food processor here. Reason being, I've done it both ways, and I do like the, you know, the look of the little ones, the little round ones, but lots more heat. I'm going to take it, dice them up really small because I kind of like mine on nachos. I'm going to be chopping them up anyway. I might as well just do it all now in a processor instead of later. So let's chop them up, and then we're going to get our ingredients in here. I like to use this. This is a ceramic coated cast iron pot. I love it because I have these. They don't heat evenly. They really, I hate them. They suck. But this pot actually makes it pretty even for me with the heat. So I like to stick with this one, and we'll go from there. Why are we not turning on? Oh, there we go. Beautiful. That's what we like. We want just those kind of small pieces, but nothing too big. Something that we can use for later. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3 cups of sugar. I know it's a lot. Just hold tight. This is apple cider vinegar. 1 full cup of that. A dash of garlic. That much turmeric. And then we're gonna get this up to a boil. It smells so good already. Now normally I would use a wooden spoon in here, but I'm lazy, so there's that. I might switch over here in a second. The downside of cooking this in the kitchen is that it's gonna burn your throat with the fumes, so just keep that in mind. Don't put your face right over it. You can do this outside, you know, on a camping cooker or whatever. That might be good. The point of this one is to melt all the sugar, get it boiling. We're gonna make this into a quick syrup, so it coats all of this deliciousness. I gotta turn that down. It's just gonna simmer now. We just want it simmering. We don't want it a full boil. I'm gonna have it simmer like this for about 5 minutes. Here's part 1. Here's part 2. They'll start turning a little yellow as they take on the turmeric, which is amazing. These are so good. They're good on carnitas, nachos, burritos, sandwiches, hamburgers. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so hungry just thinking about it. Alright, I'm gonna let that simmer here for just a little bit. I'm gonna stop playing in it. It's hard to not play in it. Time's up. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to actually grab a ladle. Okay. Okay, gonna get a lot of these out. I'm gonna drain them out for a minute, cook the rest of the syrup to get it a little less watery. Make it back into its little sticky syrup state. I know there's an easier way to do this, but I just kind of grabbed what I had. I'm gonna boil this for another few minutes and then over to the top. Alright, now this is the part where you can stick them in a can. You can can these. I like to freeze them just personally, but you can do it however you want. So I'm just gonna combine these together, let it cool down. I'm gonna put it in some airtight freezer bags and stick them in the freezer and we're done. And that's about all she wrote. It's very simple. It doesn't really take a lot of time or skill. It's just a little bit of a process, you know, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. But it makes a wonderful product that you can either give away or eat. I like to eat. I'm going to eat it. But this is the end result here. I'm going to let it cool down just a little bit more. Sorry about the weird light on my ancient, you know, fluorescent light. But I'm going to let it cool down, stick it in some freezer bags, and get it nice and cooled down. And that's it. It's pretty simple. Make it as spicy as you want, make it as mild as you want, and enjoy.